Hey, just 1 minute. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Chris.
Hi Chris.
And I am a phone addict. If there's something in my life that I'm truly addicted to, it is without a shadow of a doubt my smartphone. I spend hours upon hours all day on my phone. I just can't help myself. And while this is by no means an ADHD problem, I don't think that ADHD helps the situation. As an ADHDer, I've become totally dependent on my phone for a few reasons. For one, it's where I have my 10 million alarms that I have to set all day, every day for all the different things that I need to remember. It's also where I keep track of time, where all of my Rocketbook notes go to. It's where my calendar is. It's basically the thing that keeps control of all of the tasks in my life. In one sense, my phone is the greatest tool I have in the fight against ADHD, but it's also not. It's also the single biggest distraction in my life as well. ADHDers are constantly searching for distractions to get that next dopamine hit, and to your brain, your phone is like Disneyland. It's this bright, colourful, magical place with endless streams of information and distraction that your brain just can't handle. You can easily just binge an entire day away on it. And don't even get me started on social media. I mean, aside from the fact that studies show that excessive social media is linked with health issues such as depression and anxiety, it's just a massive overload of information and instant gratification that makes the average brain overload, let alone an ADHD brain. But have no fear, because I am here with a few tips that I think may be able to help you put that phone down and pick it up just a little bit less. So my first suggestion is to delete your most used apps. So I'm gonna assume it's probably the same for most people. It's stuff like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. For me, personally, it's Twitter, and that's what keeps me going back to my phone every single 5 minutes. But it doesn't have to be. It could be Pinterest or a smartphone game or anything really. I'm gonna suggest deleting the app because it's the reason that you take your phone out most of the time. So when it's gone, you should hopefully have less reason to take your phone out. And if that's a little bit too much to delete the whole app, then I would suggest delete it from your home screen. If it's not on your home screen, then you're at least gonna have to click into your app finder to then go and find the app first. Hopefully those extra steps will be a little bit of an inconvenience to the point where you won't wanna check it every 5 minutes. Okay, so another way to reduce your time spent on your phone is to get yourself a smartwatch. At first, this might sound a little bit counterproductive, but hear me out, okay? Your smartwatch has significantly less apps than your phone does, and those apps that it does have are severely limited in terms of what you can do on them. What they do though, is give you your notifications from your apps and your texts and stuff without you actually having to open up the full app. Trust me, just getting the notification for an app is far less distracting than when you have the entire app staring back at you. Now, some of these watches can be pretty pricey, but I personally have found that the more expensive the watch is, the more distractions are on the thing. The more basic ones have just the basic apps and give you just the right amount of notifications. I have the TicWatch Pro and it was pretty reasonably priced, and it has enough on it to keep my phone in my pocket. In theory. Alright, so here's another one for you. Keep your phone charger in a different room. This one's pretty simple. Just put your phone charger in a room that you're not using a lot. This is not the living room or the bedroom, because we all know that those are prime phone time locations. And you know it, just put it in a spare room, and then when you get home, you just put it on charge in that room, and then it's out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind. So this next one's a pretty interesting one, and I think it'll work really well for ADHDers, and that is to turn your phone to black and white or grayscale. Looking at your phone, it's this big, bright, colourful piece of eye candy right in front of you. Whereas turning off that colour makes it a little bit less stimulating for your brain, and therefore, hopefully, making your phone a little bit less appealing. If your phone's a lot less appealing to you, then hopefully you're gonna spend less time looking at it. Okay, so my last suggestion for y'all is just to use your phone as a phone. Nowadays, smartphones are these all-in-one media devices that we've become so dependent on that it's hard to detach yourself from it. I would suggest trying to decrease your dependence on your phone by getting things like an actual alarm clock, or taking your notes not on your phone but on a pen and paper. Or if you need to research something, go and sit at a computer and research it instead of looking on the web browser on your phone. I think that using more traditional ways of doing tasks as opposed to doing it all on your phone is going to help decrease the amount of time that you need to spend sat on your phone. Just use your phone for phone calls and texts like it used to be in the good old Nokia 3210 days. And for Snake. But these things may not all be perfect for you. Maybe one or two of them might, but at least it might help you to decrease your time on your phone just a little bit. I mean, it's worth a try, right? Anyway, I got some phone time to catch up on now, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, click the bell icon, stay up to date with all my new content. Let me know in the comments if any of these would help for you, or if you have any of your own tips that might help. And I'll see you guys in the next one.